Episode 1 of A Bona Fide Killer wastes no time showing that this is not an ordinary family drama. While much of the episode focuses on Bona's everyday life as a wife and mother, the opening and ending reveal that she has been hiding an extraordinary secret for years. By the final scene, her carefully balanced double life is suddenly at risk of collapsing. The episode opens on Christmas Day back in 2011. A young girl has survived alone for years after losing her mother while her abusive father has been serving time in prison. When he finally returns home, he initially appears full of regret. He apologizes for abandoning her and speaks as though he wants to make amends. For a brief moment, viewers are encouraged to believe this reunion might become emotional. Instead, the truth is far more horrifying. The father suddenly admits that he should have murdered his daughter alongside her mother years earlier. He attacks her without hesitation. Before he can kill her, a sniper's bullet instantly ends his life. That single shot introduces the mysterious vigilante known as Kingfisher. Rather than randomly killing people, Kingfisher targets individuals considered beyond redemption. The episode later reveals another important detail. The person who approached the frightened girl earlier was not actually her father. It was Bona herself. She quietly promised the child the best Christmas present possible: freedom from the man who had ruined her life. That opening immediately establishes Kingfisher's unique moral code. These assassinations are not portrayed as random acts of violence. They are presented as carefully chosen executions aimed at people who have escaped justice through ordinary legal systems. 15 years later, the story shifts dramatically. Instead of introducing a mysterious sniper living in isolation, viewers meet Bona as an ordinary wife and mother. She lives happily with her husband Tae-seong and their young daughter Kwon-yeol. The contrast between the opening and the present day is intentionally striking. Bona appears completely ordinary. She prepares breakfast, walks her daughter to school, chats with neighborhood mothers, worries about returning to work after several years of maternity leave. Everything suggests a peaceful domestic life. The episode repeatedly hints that this normal image is carefully constructed. Even during ordinary situations, Bona displays extraordinary abilities. She reacts with incredible speed, handles knives with professional precision, instinctively notices danger before anyone else. These small details quietly remind viewers that she is much more than she appears. Her neighbors misinterpret her quiet personality. They assume she works because of financial difficulties. In reality, Bona has no such problems. One of the sweetest surprises in the episode comes through her relationship with Tae-seong's family. She regularly helps at the family chicken restaurant, earning genuine affection from her mother-in-law and sister-in-law. Everyone believes she simply grew up differently because she was an orphan. None of them realize that her unusual skills were developed through an entirely different life. Another subtle reveal involves the restaurant building itself. Throughout the episode, everyone worries the landlord might suddenly raise the rent, just as other nearby businesses have experienced. The ending quietly reveals the truth. Bona owns the building. Rather than demanding higher payments, she intentionally keeps the rent low to protect her husband's family. This detail says a great deal about her character. Despite earning enough money to own valuable property, she never uses that wealth to control others. Instead, she quietly helps the people she loves without expecting recognition. Meanwhile, Tae-seong introduces another major storyline. As an investigative reporter, he begins examining suspicious criminal activity connected to Musin nightclub. Following gangster Bae Do-hyuk, he believes he is close to exposing a dangerous new drug operation. Unfortunately, his investigation quickly places him in enormous danger. Before he can uncover the full truth, Bae's vehicle suddenly explodes. Watching from a distance, a mysterious man calmly says he cannot wish the victim another life. The scene initially appears unrelated to Bona's story. The episode later reveals something much more shocking. The next morning, Bona finally returns to work. At first, everything seems surprisingly normal. She reunites with old colleagues at Darumi Electronics. The company appears to be an ordinary business, and viewers even learn that Bona serves as one of its directors. This clever disguise becomes one of the episode's best twists. Darumi Electronics is not actually an electronics company at all. It functions as the cover organization for professional assassins. Every conversation about clients and assignments suddenly takes on an entirely different meaning. When Bona receives an urgent request involving Hwang Minho, it sounds like a routine business meeting. Instead, it is an assassination contract. Bona calmly prepares her equipment, positions herself on a rooftop, and eliminates her target with extraordinary precision. The sequence confirms what the opening strongly suggested. Bona is Kingfisher. She has spent years secretly working as one of the country's most effective contract assassins while simultaneously building an ordinary family life. After completing the mission, Kim Bong-pal repeats the exact same words previously spoken after Bae Do-hyuk's death. That single line connects both killings. It confirms that Bona's organization carried out the earlier assassination as well. The audience suddenly realizes that Tae-seong's investigation and Bona's secret career are already overlapping. Neither spouse knows how dangerously close they have come to discovering each other's worlds. This creates the central tension moving forward. Bona spends every day hiding her profession from her husband. At the same time, Tae-seong unknowingly investigates crimes connected directly to her organization. Neither intends to deceive the other out of cruelty. Both genuinely want to protect their family. Ironically, those same secrets may ultimately destroy everything they have built together. Another fascinating character introduced near the ending is Ok Sunja. Although she publicly runs a flower shop, it becomes obvious she knows exactly what Bona really does. Their conversation carries no surprise or judgment. Instead, Sunja confidently states that Tae-seong will never discover Bona's true identity. For a brief moment, it appears Bona's secret remains completely secure. Then the episode delivers its biggest cliffhanger. Television news reports announce that Kingfisher has returned after years of silence. Someone has clearly connected the recent assassination to the legendary sniper. Almost immediately afterward, Bona receives a mysterious envelope. Inside are photographs showing her during the assassination. Even more frightening, there are also photographs of her husband and daughter. This completely changes the situation. Until now, Bona controlled every aspect of her double life. She chose her missions carefully. She protected her family. She maintained perfect separation between her personal and professional worlds. The photographs prove someone has been watching her. More importantly, whoever sent them already knows exactly where to hurt her. The ending leaves viewers with several urgent questions. Who managed to identify Kingfisher after so many years? Is this an attempt at blackmail, revenge, or recruitment? Will Tae-seong's investigation accidentally expose his wife's secret before she can stop whoever is targeting her? Perhaps the most dangerous possibility is that these events are not separate at all. The organization Bona serves, the criminal network Tae-seong investigates, and the mysterious observer following her may all be connected through a conspiracy much larger than either of them realizes. Episode 1 succeeds because it perfectly balances two completely different genres. On one hand, it delivers warm family moments filled with humor and genuine affection. On the other, it slowly reveals an intense espionage thriller centered on one of the country's deadliest assassins. Bona is not portrayed as someone living two fake lives. Both identities are equally real. She genuinely loves her husband, daughter, and extended family, while also remaining an elite sniper capable of carrying out impossible missions. The final photographs threaten to bring those two worlds crashing together, setting up a conflict where keeping her family safe may become far more difficult than eliminating any target she has ever faced.